I'm Kathy Clark, past president of the STAR Committee of the Jacksonville Rotary Club. The STAR Committee was formed to help get new Rotarians involved, and each new member of the club spends a year on the committee. I have just graduated and had the privilege to come back to complete the committee's project initiated during my tenure. The idea for doing a project to help the homeless in our community came from committee member Tammy Troop, who's now the current STAR president. As a result, community leaders who work with homeless individuals were invited to speak to the committee. Members then voted to renovate the family rooms of the Onslow Community Outreach Shelter on Court Street in Jacksonville. But as preparations continued, Tammy Troop learned through a friend about the Lowe's Heroes program. With the Lowe's store on Western Boulevard providing the supplies and additional volunteers, the project grew. Money added through a Jacksonville Rotary Club fundraiser also helped the project. On Saturday and Sunday, June 25th and 26th, STAR Committee volunteers, Lowe's volunteers, and others joined in to repaint both family rooms and both dorms, add new bed frames and cabinetry to the family rooms, and decorate the walls of all of the sleeping space. In addition, a broken shower stall is being replaced, and some other repair work was done. Tammy Troop tells us about the project. We came to this project essentially through an idea of yours, and tell me a little bit about why you thought it was important.
Just trying to make sure that these folks have a place to go that feels like home, not kind of what we walked into, making sure that they feel comfortable even though they can only be here, 30, 60, 90 days. But that will get them motivated to get out, get jobs, make sure that they get their own home, rental, whatever. It's been something I've been working on for probably 6 or 7 years. I just didn't have the connections until I joined Rotary. And between the Rotary, Lowe's Home Improvement, Barb Ellis, contractor, got us hooked up with Lowe's Home Improvement, we actually are getting this project underway.
And we do have a lot of hidden homeless here in the Jacksonville area, and you had encountered some people who were in that situation, part of your inspiration for why the project started to come into being.
Initially, I was at one of the camps, and I saw a family out there, and they had, of course, a sign that we're homeless, so I gave them a gift card. And then I found out through that family that there was hundreds of people. So every time I get a chance, I go buy food, donate food, take it out there. So it's been something that I think Onslow County needs. We don't see them like we do in metropolitan markets, but they are here. There's hundreds of them. Military, veterans, families, and hopefully it just gives them a sense of purpose and they'll be able to feel good about themselves.
Now, the STAR Committee invited people from Onslow Community Outreach to come and speak to the committee and help spark some ideas for projects that a small committee could handle.
Initially, it was just they wanted 2 rooms painted, and as soon as we all came in and did the walkthrough, if you will, we decided that there was more that we can do if we partnered up with the Lowe's Committee with the project. Again, some of the other volunteers, that we were able to make it a bigger project than just what they had asked for. So they're very grateful.
And this just shows how a small group of people can get together, pool resources, and actually make a difference.
It does. And everybody can make a difference. Whether you're volunteering time, donations, money, Movement Mortgage is going to supply some linens and bedding for them. So that's forthcoming. Of course, the Rotary did the beds and some additional sponsorships. But again, Lowe's Home Improvement came through for us with all the other requirements that we had, plus their team here, which, thank God, they're here.
And being a Rotarian means service above self, and we're seeing a lot of that from the Rotarians and even the non-Rotarians who are here from Lowe's.
Yes, we are. And none of us want any credit for it. Again, it's just something that we know was a need, so we wanted to make sure that we were able to capture that need and make sure we took care of it for them.
2 of the Lowe's employees who volunteered talked about the Heroes program and what participating means to them.
I'm Angel Chapman. I'm the Lowe's Heroes Coordinator and Flooring Department Manager at Lowe's.
Tell me a little bit about the Lowe's Hero program.
The Lowe's Heroes program is a program that our company sponsors every Lowe's store across the nation. They allot money, and we donate to nonprofit organizations throughout our communities to give back to the communities that support us.
I'm Erin Wilson, and I'm a pro-service associate at Lowe's. I'm helping Angel with the Lowe's Heroes Project this year. What Lowe's gives us as associates at Lowe's is a sense of helping the community and giving back to the people who support us and make sure that we have jobs.
Deandra Stills is the shelter manager. What does this mean for the shelter?
It means for me that even though we have a big focus on our new building that, we're currently renovating and preparing, that we still want this place to be kept well enough for them to be able to maintain here also.
And the new facility, we're not talking months, we're actually talking a couple years before we can move the shelter in.
Absolutely. We're projecting anywhere between 3 to 5 years.
And summertime is not necessarily a quiet time at the shelter. I understand that the need does not go away with the hot weather.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
How many people can you serve here?
We can serve anywhere between 24 to 26 people.
And you have 2 family rooms and then 2 dorm rooms?
Yes, 2 family rooms and a female dorm that houses 9 to 10 females and a male dorm that does deck taxi.
How many families?
Families we usually have, right now I have 1 family that's here, but we do house 2 families. But what we try to do is accommodate, and so if I have room in my female dorm and we have my mom coming with, kids that can sleep on the bed with her or something like that, we'll try to accommodate. We prefer them to kind of double up in the female dorms rather than sleeping in their car.
And an important thing to remember in the hot weather is that is dangerous as well.
Yes, absolutely. Whether night or day, it gets pretty hot. And so if we can get them in here in the AC with food, we're good to go.
Doing this spruce up, the painting, we're also doing some repairs, I believe, to a shower and getting some fresh decorations on the wall. When people are struggling, something that lifts them up is really important.
Absolutely. Just like anyone at their house, a different look, a fresh coat of paint, any type of anything that is new, it helps just brighten the day just because it's something that's new. And many of our clients feel like they've hit rock bottom, and so to come back to see that, the facility that they're staying is still being taken care of, that, is still trying to do what we can to help them in every possible way, I think it's an awesome thing.
Now, for folks who want to help on a day-in, day-out basis, you have volunteer positions available, and you always need donations.
Absolutely. On our website, onslow.org, we have the needs list for both our soup kitchen, our clinic, and for our shelter also. Because we are open 365, we're always needing pretty much the same items. Of course, monetary donations are always helpful. Something new that we've started is bus passes that have become really, really helpful. And so that's something that we're going to try to work into our budget, try to solicit help for, to be able to help our clients with that. Many have come with health conditions, and so it's not that easy for them to just kind of walk around, especially with some of the health conditions that they do have. And so the bus passes are a great additive to what we already do.
The project demonstrates how a small group of people can connect with others and make a difference in the community.